We now have our first Zombies Mastercraft instead of Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and honestly, it's pretty nice. Alright, so the pack is called I.D.E.A.D or I.D.E.A.D. Now, first of all, you're going to get the Repairman skin for Weaver, which personally, this is one of my favorite skins so far, as the whole thing is basically an homage to all the Zombies games. For instance, on his waist, we have multiple cans filled with perk goo. We can then see on his shoulders and such, we have multiple patches with names like Transit, Buried, Shangri-La, and even one that just says Teleporter. Alright, and then of course on his hip, we have a tool bag filled with a bunch of stuff, which of course, let's just go ahead and say this wrench is one of the legendary tools. And then of course on his back, we have a backpack filled with a bunch of random assorted scrap items. Of course, as you guys all see, prominently featured in the bag is the head of Ted, the bus driver from Transit. Alright, now one final detail besides the machine that he has strapped to his chest that seems to be electrified, maybe keeping his heart pumping, is the fact that Weaver seems to be on some sort of perk IV or something, as we can see multiple colored liquids going through the tubes, and presumably this is what's keeping him alive. Alright, now before we get into the best parts of the pack, let's go ahead and tackle the smaller items that you're going to get. So to start off with, you're going to get the Juggernaut emote, which basically shows your guy drinking a can of jug, pretending like it's doing something to his body, and then realizing that it does nothing, and then just throwing the rest of the can back. Alright, and then next up we have the Spaceman charm. This is pretty self-explanatory, it's just a charm showing a little futuristic pew-pew. However, then next up we have the Cosmic Cloud spray. We then have the back alley loading screen. We get the Popper decal, and then of course you're going to get a free perkaholic. Alright, now of course let's get into the stuff that everybody's probably here for. So of course there are two main items coming in this pack. One of them of course is the XM4 Mastercraft called Gumball Ballistics, and this basically has gumball tracers. You just spew gumballs everywhere, but on top of that it has three different versions of its animation. So the first animation is going to show you reaching into a portal and pulling out a gumball. The character then will attempt to eat the gumball, but the gun is going to zap it and stop him from doing so. Alright, and then next up you have one where the weapon will get pulled into a portal and spit back out for you, but it's going to become very tiny. Alright, and then finally of course we have one where your character is going to pull out the golden spork from Black Ops 4 Zombies. He's then going to throw it into one of the portals and pull it out with an apple on the end of it before he takes a bite. Alright, now next up we have the Big Boomer blueprint for the Marine SP. Now this thing also shoots gobblegums and perk cans, and it also comes decked with gobblegums, neon lights, and even a jug can as a suppressor and double tap on the pump. Alright, now next up of course we have the Zaptastic Mastercraft for the ray gun. Now this one comes with a special inspect animation where you're going to snap your fingers and cause more power cell batteries to drop from a portal in the sky, presumably from the dark aether. Now on top of this Mastercraft is going to change the ray blast to be different colors every time you shoot, and to be fair, I think this looks great. Alright, now for the price of this pack, of course this is going to run you about 2,400 COD points, which it comes with 10 items, so I think this is very much worth it. And if this is your kind of thing, then make sure to get this pack before it's out of the store. Alright, however, that is going to be all for this pack. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys want me to make more pack breakdowns, please let me know by hitting the like on the video. Please don't forget to share this video to your friends, and definitely don't forget to drop a follow for some of the best Black Ops 6 Zombies content around. However, even if you don't, at least now you know that